interesting. You're not at all what I expected to find here. I trailed a band of Tuatha to this place. They killed the Fate Weaver. I was hoping his corpse would give me an idea of why they were here. Now I know. They were hoping to find you. Knowing you, you're definitely involved. But something tells me I know you better than you knew yourself. Don't you remember me? I'm hurt. No time for introductions now. The Tuatha are still on the move. I'm certain that we'll see one another again. Soon. Be on your way.
What happened here? Arden's dead. How did this happen? Why would they have come here? Why kill a harmless old Fate Weaver? They couldn't know that you were headed here. I mean, the stingy bastard owes me a week of drinks. Doesn't mean he deserved to be murdered. I was hoping to avoid this, but I think I'm going to have to take you to Delok. Maybe not directly, but something isn't right. His fate was changed, and you're the only person I've seen who can do that. I'm going to have to handle this myself, I guess. I was hoping I could avoid Delok. Go. I'll meet you there once I give Arden a proper funeral. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Niskaru are hideous creatures of chaos and corruption. They hated the Arathi, but unlike them, the Niskaru still stalk our world. Thankfully, they've mostly been driven back from the Feylands, but you still find a few lurking deep underground. The Tuatha aren't like any Fey I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. Ah, the warm and welcoming Fey of the Summer Court. They were the ones who welcomed man, Alfar, and Gnome into the Feylands. You'd hardly realize the Tuatha are the same sort of creature. Everyone thinks the immortal Fae are enigmas, but they've got it all wrong. The Fae are simple, far simpler than mortals. They never change. Even when their bodies die, they reform again, often years later. Under the Delok ruins in Etenmere is a nexus of oracular power. It's where the Fate Weaver Order was founded, but no one has been there in over 100 years. He died before his time, but I can't imagine many tears will be shed for him. You tell enough futures and soon you won't have any friends left. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but we're going to have to go to Delok. Maybe something there can tell me why I can't see your fate. This is twice now I've buried the bodies left in your wake.
This is Yorvan, proud and mighty, shaped and hewn by Fae of old. If you hear us, then we are sleeping still. But be strong of heart, new one. Our powers are old, but our triumphs are eternal. We have brought peace to the webwood and the forests of summer. Corruption and decay and filth were grown, were spread like sickness from the fens and dells of this place. They were led not by a beast, not by a fell one, but by her, the one who walks alone, the mother of 100,000 spiders. She is a queen of web and poison. She calls herself the Widow. The canopy stretched far and blocked the light of summer. But we pressed on and forward to Cathras, to the widow's den. We were but weak when we arrived, but she was weaker still, her children having died before our march. To Ashara we commended her, and then we felt the call of winter. And so some turned to sleep, and I kept watch. Some colder wind of winter blows then, we have seen. Summer does not return our brothers, our clans to us. What will happen to the vigil I keep? Winter already calls me, and no relief is in sight. The widow walks. I can feel the heart of the webwood pulsing with her anger. Her spiders are at the gates. We never thought this day would come. The widow walks. The widow walks.
I was told of ancient days when wise priestess Beala Tyrion to goddess Lyria spoke. The people, remembering all after war, called for Durek's fate. "Slay them, the foul and wretched tribe," said Dokalfar. "Spare them, the poor and miserable beasts," cried Losalfar. Their minds, depraved and hatred-poisoned, twisted. Alfar struck Alfar over drink, at feast, when all else is merry, when peace reigns in havens. Hateful, I am told, were cousins towards each other. From the cold-blessed Feriol, Beala Tyrion, with a head to seek Lyria's guidance, set forth on a pilgrimage.
I say, isn't there anything we can do about all this uncivilization in these lands? We have magic and weapons. Should be easy work. But you could fit the bill. I'm part of an expedition to the teeth of Naros, and we need another to come with us on the journey. An ominous name. Naros is a troll god. If this is a place trolls believe to be hallowed ground, then what are we getting ourselves into? The Varani woman? Helix seems to respect her, but I've a feeling she'll cheat the lot of us before this is through. This is rather base work for one of my stature, but if rumors of this southern land are true, then even among the Cranwins I'll be reputed. The Cranwins helped found the Order of the Ash. Our caliber of spells is matched only by our fortitude, as I'm sure you've heard. It's as I said, we're going to the unexplored land south of Dalentarth. They're said to house unimaginable wealth. Our coffers will thank us when we get there. If you need more information, find our camp near Ettenmere and speak to our leader, Helic.
Lord Ferrara, valiant warrior, destroyer of Enfaminir, Duke of the Hylarans, protector of the Ring of Kiozai, discoverer of the island of Meropis, were he only to meet a better end.
By Mitharu, what is it you...
Oh, hello. Did Thaddeus send you? Kester Barclay. My apologies. I don't mean to be rude. This crisis has me a bit on edge. That boy needs to rest. He's got the cough. Won't listen to me or his own brother. I grew up here. Seems like only yesterday I went to fight in the war. When I got back, I was the toast of the town. Thought I was through with all that fighting. We're simple people here. Merchants, tradesmen. We're not equipped to deal with a threat like this. It won't likely kill you. Leave you weak as a kitten, though. Around here, that's as good as dead. Blood plague, and the boggarts that are spreading all over Glendara. Normally, the things keep to themselves. Looks like some Jotun got into their lair, though. Force the boggarts out. I can't, but Astrid Frisk, our healer, can. That is when she has the medicine to treat it. We've been running low. More should have arrived this morning. You can ask her about it if you're curious. You're either brave or a fool. But if you could kill the Jotun, perhaps the Boggarts would leave us alone. All right, travel north to the Boggarts' lair in Coilsbane and clear out their cave. Lumbering brutes. Almost twice as tall as a man and just as wide. Why they came to Glendara is anyone's guess. They just showed up one day. We weren't going to stop them. Coilsbane is a boggart cave just north of town. Well, it used to be anyway. A while back, some Jotuns started digging in the caves. They drove the boggarts out, and right into our town. Don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've found it, and I don't care. I just want them gone. A single boggart we can handle, but 10, 20? It's only a matter of time before the whole town is infected. I can't allow them to run around unchecked, putting all the folks here at risk. Our own healer. As you can imagine, she's hardly slept since the outbreak. If you think you can be of any help, you most likely find her in her cottage, tending to the sick. Driving the Jotun from Coilsbane would be the best thing you could do for us. Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use some help as well. Until later, then.
For the craft hall.
This is Dighton Hill Village, Trevor.
Hello.
The malicious store of potions has been used up, and we lost our alchemist nearly a month ago. Now it's up to me to resupply reagents and brew the potions. Somehow. Best thing against boggarts is flame. Old Oleander had a fine potion for that. I can manage a crude semblance thereof, when I've the proper reagents. Dighton Hill's warden and war hero. I doubt any could have dealt better with the troubles we've had. Where we crafters work and mostly live. Olin and Cora handle selling the goods. What? You mean Oleander's gone and got himself killed? Poor sod. More genius than sense, I always said. Our biggest problem is boggarts, and the best thing against them would be fire. So it's fire potions. Tinder twig and scarwood bark. They're out in Glendara Wood, but the wood's been far too dangerous for the likes of me. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wooden little things after all. You do seem the brave and heroic sort. Well, the village has a fund. Tinder twigs often in that cave-like pass south of the lake. And scarwood barks found by the ruins in northern Glendara Wood. Kester and Cora. They're the cornerstones that hold this village up. Tinder twig, which is easiest found in Ironhold Passage. And scarwood bark, which is found near the ruins in northern Glendara Wood. Ah, fine specimens too. Have this for your trouble.
And so the night took here she.
Riseburg Arms and Armours, blacksmithing on premises. So long.
Hello.
Welcome to our famed craft hall. If you've come to buy, you may speak with Olin or myself. Come back anytime.
Hello.
Looking for a blacksmith. Forgive me. Blood plague, you know. That all?
The waters of Loch Dyden, such a lovely sight.
Step carefully in the forest.
Hello.
It's the boggarts bring the blood.
Good day.
Logris. You surprised me. What are you doing down here? I see my Jotun have failed at their orders. But did Padaxes send you? Lysander, perhaps? Tell me. Those fools have no idea what I'm capable of, which is obvious if you're all they sent to stop me. You act as though you're surprised to find me here, as if you weren't sent here to stop me, my pursuit. But you're too late. Even now, my deathless servants rise from centuries of slumber. It is clear I cannot let you live, but answer me this, and I'll grant you a swift death. Which one sent you? Was it Padaxes or Lysander? The Dominus of the Onyx Tower and the Magister of the Rose Court allied, together? Impossible! I can't challenge the power of both my rivals. Not until I have amassed the full army promised in the scroll. This isn't over, mortal. I promise you.
I hope they've...
You're back. Glad to see you made it out of there alive. We felt the earth shake when you hadn't returned. But no matter. Our town is forever in your debt. Please, take this. It's not much, after all you've done, but we would like you to have it. The town gets healthier by the day, now that those little beasts are back in their den. Mitharukito.
The waters of Loch Dyden.
There are bandits out there.
Well, Lumpkin. I've got the trembles again, my dear. They won't go away.
I'm sorry, but I'm simply out of Plague Shield. There's nothing I can do for you or anyone else till I have it. Blasted blood plague. Only thing for treating the blood plague. Few indeed have the skill to make it. I certainly can't, for all my years as a healer. Lumpkins, oafs, and busybodies. Except for the poor bedraggled sick ones here in my care. I suppose they all mean well, only the airs coming out of these woods have addled their brains. Normally, I'd say it's not as bad as it sounds. Doesn't kill most of the time, just weakens. Only half the village has it now, and a bedridden village starves sooner or later. It treats the blood plague, which almost all of Didenhill's sick with just now. Brother Fallon should have come with more. Can't think where he is. Good, because the whole village needs that plague shield. Never mind what happened to that old oaf. I need the medicine. 3 parcels at least. Go up the road through Glendora Wood that leads to the mission. Bring the plague shield yourself if you must. Well, Brother Fallon should have it, but then he should have been here by now. Go up into Glendora Wood toward the mission. See what you can find. On with you. Get